Hello, 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 hello. Okay, cool. Hey, shift into high. Hey, Adam. Hope you all are having a good holiday weekend so far. Hey, Sean. Hey, Adam. No problem, buddy. I know what it's like. I've been working on this room all day. Hey, Ed. Thank you for stopping in on your holiday weekend. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in on your holiday weekend. Hoping everybody's starting it off right. Hey, Ryburn. Thank you for joining in, buddy. Appreciate it. Hope your holiday weekend's going well. If you couldn't tell from the little thumbnail for the little post that I made, then the TV's up, the tables are up, and now the real fun starts. Hey, David, there you are, buddy. Hey, I've seen you've emailed. I just haven't had a chance to answer. Obviously, if you see the thumbnail, you know I've been busy here with the room and taking advantage of the buddies when they can come by. Got a shout out to Tate for helping me last night. He came by last night instead of today, and we got the TV hung and the tables assembled. So just one more brick in the wall. Hey, believe in yourself. Good evening. Thank you for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good holiday weekend as well. I didn't get a chance to do the old look what Scott's got video. So after the auction's over tonight, then I kind of figured I'd just go ahead and do that real quick, and then we could go into our normal Saturday night slot car chat for as long as everybody wanted to chat and have some good old slot car talk on a holiday weekend. You turn me in for reviews. Now, Dave. Oh, good stuff. Uh, yeah. Regrettably, it wouldn't be the first, probably. It wouldn't probably be the last. Good stuff. No, I was actually running behind, so I was literally going to start flipping through the book until people started showing up and start actually labeling the pages this time. So people didn't have to sit here and watch me thumb through it. But now that people are here, I guess we're just going to have to let people watch me thumb through it. Uh, So has anybody gotten anything new and exciting this week? Any new cars? Any new tracks? I know Dave. You last time we spoke, you had one of your lanes running on your track. Oh, sorry about that, Ryburn. Well, they always tell me I've got a face for radio. So yes, seeing everybody's pictures and videos of their tracks, they got started way after mine did, but the whole moving thing. Um, David, I can. I've actually found one of my Power Tap tracks that I've got to redo, and I was actually going to do a video for it, but since you've got your track going, already up and running, I won't make you wait for that video. A long story short, I get some of the solder flux and first thing I do when I flip over the track and you see those got the little spaces for the rail, I scrape it clean with something sharp to try to get over whatever coating that's on there off of it to try to help the solder adhere to something. And then I use some of that solder flux on the wire that I'm soldering and on the rail itself. And then I tin my solder, and that's just basically heating up your solder and putting some solder on it. And then when you go to put that on the track and the wire, it just runs right off and melts and spreads all out with that flux. That's what I do. Yeah, see, I know, Dan was saying, I can't remember him what day it was. He's been putting out a lot of new stuff. I just haven't been able to watch it all. But he was complaining about quality, and yeah, that's the problem. Now, see, if you bought that, I believe it looked like an Auto Lane or Auto World 4-lane, their Victory 400 track that you have. If you bought that track brand new, you can contact Auto World and submit a warranty claim for that and get a new one. Hey Ed, oh cool. Okay, so see, have you ran into any issues? Did it run good out of the package, or was it just a museum wall baby like some of mine are? Oh yeah, Sean. I see what you're saying. They want to bid on eBay and stuff. Honestly, that's the best way to do it is when someone's selling a whole bunch of crap, and even though they may want more money, that thins out the people that really aren't serious. You know, it just gets rid of the bargain hunters, so to speak, the guys that want to get something for nothing, and pay less than what the shipping costs. So yeah, no, that's a great way to pick up a bunch of chassis and parts and stuff like that. If it's all used, if you're not against, you know, refurbishing it. And as we all know, as long as the plastic's not cracked and the stuff's not, wallered out, then everything will snap back together after you clean it and assemble it again. So ran strong. Okay, cool. Glad to see that. Okay, okay, yeah, no, cool, David. Or Dave, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, um, yeah, that's a big thing is getting your joints. That's what spent a lot of time on my track since I use screws to mount mine. I countersunk the holes on the track and then use little small wood, like wood tap screws. And then anyway, trying to get all the track pieces level with wood is a bear when you're not a carpenter. And I'm not a carpenter. Oh, I can only imagine, man. I mean, I got thinking about it, and someone was like, "Oh, you'll never have to slow down." I was like, "Oh no, those inside curves, they're really tight. So some cars can't take those wide open, and some cars can't take the outside lane wide open either on bank curves. So your two middle lanes are always in my experience on my track, the two fastest lanes on a 4-lane track." So did you just get the one AFX Ed, or did you get both of them so you'd have a pair of them to race? Yeah, Dave. When it comes to electrical stuff, I hate it. Electricity is its own little monster all by itself. It's like when I was assembling my car, I did everything I could on that car and save the wiring for dead last just because I was dreading it so much. Here, I'm gonna get the fresh Mountain Dew for the night opened up here. Yeah, see, Ryburn, that's what I've been hearing, buddy. Is they're think Dan showed his video and was rotating the rear end, and the pinion gear was wobbling because it wasn't pressed on straight, and both wheels were wobbling because they weren't pressed on straight. So that thing was just going to make that noise going all the way down the track and run like crap. And yeah, no, I don't know. Like he said, I don't know what happened to the QC. I don't know if they got a better deal, if they accepted, a greater margin of error, or just someone let some stuff through because they're running behind. But either way, he's got a very valid point, and that is that we all pay good money, and they know that a majority of the people that buy their product aren't kids. They're grown men. And whether we're kids or for kids or whether it's for adults, it makes no difference. The quality should be the same, and that should be a functioning product that you pay good money for. And if you don't want to return it, I do know that you can contact Race Masters and tell them that you got a crap chassis, and they'll send you out a new chassis. Rear wheel came off. I'm sorry. That would piss me off so bad. Yeah, I'd be saying a few adjectives, and I'd be going straight to my computer and filing my warranty claim through the AFX.com website. And that's strongly suggest you do that too, my friend, because that's just bullshit. And honestly, the only way that they're going to fix a quality issue is if they have to keep warrantying all the crap that keeps coming out, because they've got a 100% warranty on it. Obviously, unless the body's damaged in some way, all they're going to do is just ship you a chassis. But in reality, it's not the bodies we're having a problem with, so that's not an issue. It's those cheap ass chassis that are poorly assembled that, I used to give Auto World shit, and now it looks like AFX Race Masters has decided that they wanted to follow suit for some reason, and that's not a very good path to follow, in my opinion. Just the one? Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Oh yeah, no, Dave. I get some stuff from Pro Tinker all the time. Just haven't here lately. I've been focusing more on buying and selling, and doing cars, like cleaning out and just moving. And yeah, so the as far as like stuff that I collect that would go on the walls, like what a lot of the stuff I buy from Pro Tinker, um, I just haven't purchased because A, the money, and then B, I just, once I got it, it would just stay in the box anyway, because I don't, right now I'm in the process of unpacking, and I spent an hour today trying to find the Xbox so I could hook it up to the TV and make sure everything was all good. And then I realized I couldn't find the damn cords for the TV, and it was just, yeah, moving sucks. I just hate it. Yeah, see, Shifting High, I'm not the only one. I mean, I haven't bought anything directly from AFX in a while because I've been trying to put back the money instead of buying extra cars and stuff for the individual cases, since I um, don't have any more room. Um, I was just going to buy all the AFX Race Masters that I haven't purchased since, I don't know, January, since my last racetrack that I bought. That's the last time I bought any AFX cars. And so, I mean, they've come out with what, 7, 8 new cars since then. And so I was just going to buy them all at one time. And now I'm like, man, I'm glad some of those are going on the wall, but damn, that it just sucks knowing that inside that is a piece of crap. You move every weekend forever. Yeah, that would be hell. Because right now, my friends, I'm telling you, between the TV and the tables last night, my poor little back is hurting. And then, like I said, I think I moved. I moved again today, just moving boxes and opening boxes and trying to find crap just to get stuff put up. I've learned one valuable lesson. Even if moving in haste, like I was, label damn boxes on what's inside of them. I'm just saying, take the 10 seconds that it takes to write down slot car room, Xbox cord, or TV cords, or remote controls. I mean, it took me 20 minutes to find the damn remote because I didn't pack it together for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Gale Force, thank you for joining in, buddy. Yeah, see, Jeff, that's the only reason why I buy the most of my Auto Worlds anyway. Yeah, you can see it in my case right here. Every single one of those I bought brand new and then opened up, put the chassis right back in the blister pack, and then proceeded to put my Hardin Creek Viper Sportsman Series chassis underneath them with the lowering because I knew I didn't want to run them, and B, I didn't want to have an IROC series of cars that I was constantly going to have to be working on. Oh, hey, cool. Congratulations, Dave. Hell yeah, man. No, that's a good deal. Those older AFX Aurora, Dodge Daytonas, and Plymouth Superbirds, they bring some pretty good money if the wings aren't broken and the A pillar, the little A pillar there next to the windshield's not cracked or broken off. And you know, honestly, I'm to the point now because I know that all the chassis can be rebuilt. I focus more on what the body looks like, and if the chassis runs or if it doesn't, I don't give a shit because I know I can fix it, and B, I'm concerned with making sure that the body's in good shape. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're all looking for if you're trying to collect them or have a collection of a certain model of car. And so, I buy several cars that you look at the chassis, and I know that scares some people away, but that's what keeps the price down for someone like me that, I'm like, hey, the body's in great shape. I can make that chassis run. I'm good, bid. Hey, Rick. Oh, yeah. Hey, Mark. Yeah. Oh, hey, thank you for stopping by, man. Thank you for keeping everybody up to date, guys. If you haven't checked out Mark's Slot Car Garage, he's got a new Viper track. I suggest starting from video 1 and working your way up. I think I've only got the video 3, and I apologize, Mark. But life and then trying to get my own room together. And I just now literally got the room with the TV and the Xbox up. So now while I'm in here, I can actually watch other people's videos while I'm doing stuff. So yeah, cool. So anyway, everybody check out his channel and check out his new Viper track. I can't wait to actually sit down and be able to watch it run. So hope everything's going well with it. I think I got an update that you say the last one I saw on my phone was saying something about soldering in wiretaps, which is ironic, which is what Dave and I were just talking about a few minutes ago on his standard track and not a Viper track. Hey, man, no problem. No, that's very informative stuff. A lot of the things you were showing were things that I hadn't even considered whenever you're just thinking about buying one of those tracks somewhere down the road if I ever had the room to put one up, or save up the money to get one. So, there's a lot of things that the average person doesn't think about. And so your video is actually showing some things that are maybe hurdles for some people along the way. And that's what I love that people are sharing because then it shows people maybe what to expect and maybe how to overcome those obstacles at the same time. So win-win. So thank you for sharing, buddy. Oh, see, that's why I share my pain all the time, my friend, is because I would rather blaze a trail, either good or bad, and not have somebody else make the same mistake I did, maybe save them some money down the road or a headache. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody that's been in this hobby for any length of time has had both. Hey, DT&I Mainline. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. Hey, Don, thank you for stopping in. Hey, 17 people tonight. Thank you all on a holiday weekend. Like I mentioned, if you missed it earlier when I was telling everybody, I hope you're all having a good Memorial weekend start of it. I know I got to catch some racing late last night after we got the tables and the TV set up. I got to watch some of the Monaco practice and stuff like that. And oh, I was smiling from ear to ear, getting to finally get to watch some holiday racing. Sent you a brief video of the BMW going around the track. I had a hard time making this up. Oh, cool. Also, cool. Yeah. Oh, I definitely want to see that video. So, Dave, he doesn't have a YouTube channel, but I've been corresponding with him via email on his track, and he's been showing me pictures and updates and stuff like that. And he actually sent me a video of it running. So, what I'm going to do is for everybody that wants to, I'm going to start trying to put together a video of just people's tracks and layouts if you're willing to share, or your collection or whatever. If you don't have a YouTube channel and you want to email me a little short video that I can download and then put into a video, just to show everybody else that, show up, what you got. Because like I said, I'd like to be able to share what people are showing me with everybody else. And that way, like I said, inspire maybe somebody else to do something that you've done. Or maybe if someone hasn't been in the hobby and they see all the different kinds of ideas that people have for tracks, that inspires them to join in on the hobby. So I think it's win-win all the way around. So don't ever hesitate. In fact, it's an open invitation. If you don't have a YouTube channel, or even if you do and you just want to share it on my channel, I don't care. Send it to me, and then I'll put together a video of it and put it out there for everybody to see. And I can actually label and do all that stuff. It's just I'm not really good at all the sound effects and and all the clip-in stuff like Dan is. But I can do basic, copy paste and put scroll up and down and stuff like that and give you credit for your stuff. So yeah, I'm encouraging everybody to do that. And thank you, Dave, for sending me that. I want to check that out, and I'll be sure and add yours in on the very first video that I do. Well, no, Ed. Yeah, there you go. See, that's perfect. So just email me. My email address should be in the description of this live stream tonight. The scottdanielmo@gmail.com. That's how Dave gets a hold of me. And just take a little video with your phone and then just send and send it to me. And like I said, just give me a brief description of your track, your layout, and you know, like I said, I can add all that stuff to the video. I can just type it in on the bottom. So as the video's playing, it'll just be constantly there. Or I can fade it in or fade it out so everybody can see what's going on. Like I said, even if you don't have a video, if you just want to take pictures and send those in too, I can put together still shots like I do with the auction video. So like I said, I'm not completely inept on the videoing. It's just I'm not nearly as good as like Gale Force Raceway. He's got a lot of good stuff that he adds in and stuff like that. I still haven't figured that out. I just now got how to figure out how to do the picture in picture. But and Dan, he has a lot of good stuff. And like I said, I can appreciate when people do that stuff in their videos, because I know I don't know how to do half of it, and I know that it takes time because I see the special effects and then you've got a plot where it's going to be, and I'm like, oh my God, I have a hard enough time just clipping and putting sequences together that make sense. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, see, I spend all my time behind the computer, and you would think logically that, hey, some guy that works on the computer all the time would be really savvy with all the Microsoft command keys. And yeah, I can control and print, and I can search and do some stuff like that with the command keys. But other than that, you're pretty much layman behind the keyboard. Oh, cool. I have to go to their page and check it out. Like I said, I haven't even been on the web the last 3 nights at all. Literally, I've just been unpacking and trying to move in, you know what I'm saying? Which is ironic. I haven't even been here. This will be my, second month, and my neighbors next door are moving out. I don't know if it's me. No, I'm just kidding. They had 4 kids in a 2-bedroom duplex, and they found a house to move into. So good for them. And Adam, what kind of chassis is it based on? Is it like an Auto World Extraction or? No problem, Mark. No problem, Gail. TJ, did they leave the little stupid traction magnet out of it, make it like an original? Sorry, like I said, I have to look down here to read. I'm not trying to be rude to everybody. No magnets. Okay, cool. Guys, I kind of figured that with as much as Brian complains about how he thinks magnet racing is boring because you never fly off the track, um, that would be the route he would go. So that'd be pretty cool. I have nothing against T-jets. They're just slow. And I get that, he's wanting to make it realistic and scale speed and all that stuff. But if I wanted to go that slow, I would race those 132nd and 124th scale. All right, 19 people. Thank you again for showing up on the holiday weekend. Like I said, hope everybody's doing well. Anybody have any big barbecue plans or doing anything special for the holiday? We're going to go decorate graves tomorrow. Yeah, see, Ed, that's why I like you can buy some of those old Johnny Lightning pullback cars that with brand new bodies for I think like 10, 11 bucks. And then those bodies fit on whatever corresponding chassis normally underneath. And so they have a lot of really cool looking T-Jet bodies. And then that keeps you away from having to spend all the big bucks on the original Thunderjet bodies, unless you wanted to, you know what I'm saying? But I just know those T-Jets, if they're in good shape and they're original and they're popular, they're going to pay for it. On your track. Hey, Mark, I am right there with you, my friend. Except I am so far behind. I don't even see light at the end of the proverbial tunnel right now. It's funny when we set up this track at the other place. The last time it was set up 7 months ago, uh, it was level, and that just it was showing how much difference. It's about 3/4 of an inch difference from this place to that place on how much I had to adjust on the floor being wavy. Watching Indian Charlotte, yeah. Didn't did the Xfinity race get rained out today? Hey, Mike. Sorry, I'm trying to work my way up. Barbecuing right now. Oh, I'm jealous. Yeah, you and looks like Gale Force. He's barbecuing. Yeah, yeah. No, no barbecuing for Scott. My grill's not even here yet. It's still out at the parents' house. Yeah, and qualifying too. Okay, so they're just going to line up on points tomorrow. Yeah, see, tomorrow I'm going out to my parents' place, and I found out last weekend it takes me roughly 5 hours to mow everything that my dad was mowing out there, which is equivalent to roughly like acre and a half, 2 acres. But it's all the building and fences and everything else you got to go around. And yeah, it takes a while. In fact, I got sunburned for the first time all year last weekend, and I get to go right back out there and do it again this weekend, and it's going to be even hotter than it was the last time. So I'm going to, oh yeah, Indy and Morocco. Yeah, I was watching the qualifying. Um, I really, I'm not a, I've always thought Fernando Alonso was he was one of those guys that was his ego was bigger than what he really is, whatever. But actually, he's proving to me this year that he's one hell of a driver, and I was actually rooting for him to get the pole at Monaco. Yep. And then I thought it was crazy how Perez crashed out, and he's going to be starting dead last. And last, I think they said the stat was, if I heard him correct, was the last 2 years, the finishing order after the first two laps or something like that was the way it finished. And I was like, oh, great. There's a nice boring race. I just looked around. I don't know how many of my subscribers or how many of the 19 of us that are watching tonight or have watched any of that F1 coverage. But they are at Monaco. It's the Monaco Grand Prix. And they basically, it's right on the water's edge at a bay. And they have yachts that go along a part of the track. And they've lined them up where the biggest yacht's in the middle. And then they spread out. And there's a guy on there with his yacht, and he's got a Ferrari F40 on his yacht, and he's not even the biggest one. He's like the third boat down. Oh, see, that'd be really cool, machine. Yeah, or mainline. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah, see, yeah, Verstappen. See, he's one of those guys that I have no problem admitting that he has all the talent in the world. It's just that I don't honestly believe he appreciates the position that he's in, and his attitude of I'm holier than thou kind of just rubs me the wrong way. So it's hard for me to root for him at all. Yeah, and anytime you get free tickets to anything, man, a racing event, it just makes it that much more special. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Robert. I guess it was 3 years ago when him and Hamilton were battling for the points championship, and then Verstappen just basically crashed into him in the first corner, and I mean, just consistently the whole race was driving like a maniac, and they just let it go because they wanted him to win. That's what it all boiled down to, and they were sick of Lewis Hamilton winning, and they wanted him to win. And the way he acted about that whole thing, and the way he drove that whole race, I was like, man. I mean, I don't know as a driver. I don't know what kept Hamilton from getting out of that car and just going right over there and starting to fight because I'd have been pretty pissed off. Oh, congratulations, Jeff. Those are awesome. See, that's how I got all four of those Mega G's. Let's see here. Okay, it's not showing up. It's on the other side of these. But I've got all four of the Mega G. Actually, that's just my running cars. Where are the Mega G's? Oh, they're over here. So straight ahead over here. And that's how I got all. I got four of the Mega G cars was through my Super International set, and that was how I got a lot of my corner pieces for my tight turns and like that for the 4 lanes. So I always suggest to somebody if you're going to buy a track to get a 4 lane track first, and then build off of it because if you've got more than one friend, then you're going to want to race all at the same time if you can, and you're going to end up wanting to build a 4 lane track anyway, so you might as well just start there. But if you don't have the room, or you never think you're going to have other people over and it's just for your own personal pleasure, then yeah, don't waste the money and just get you a good 2 lane track. Get you a big giant, raceway or something like that, and then just build it however you want to build it with the pieces that you give you, because that's like just under 64 feet of track. Yeah, see, Mark, I used to have one with the Super G Plus cars, and I sold it. I bought two, and then I kept the one with the Mega Gs, and I was like, I don't want to work on those old cars. I'm selling it. Yeah. Hey, Jack. Sorry, like I said, it takes me a little bit to go up after I read. Glad you could join it, buddy. Hope you're having a good holiday. Up to 20 people. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I think we can all tell um, slot car stories of things that we did, sold, gave away, broke, whatever, that we would have never done, or if we had to do over again, we would have done something different. Because I know, like I said, there's a lot of cars that I've sold that I really wish I wouldn't have sold. That track set that Mark was mentioning about the Super G Plus, that's one I wish I would have never got up. I would have had all four of the Indy style G Plus cars instead of having to buy them individually, and then I'd have had the track to boot. So yeah, live and you learn. Well, Dave, you've got it. All you got to do is just roll over on one side of the bed and grab a controller and start racing. Oh yeah, see, I love the well. That's why I got all those Harden Creeks, and then because like I said, a lot of people don't, and if you don't already, and then I'll inform you, Terry and Dan with Viper work together on that chassis, and so that's why Terry at Flynn at Harden Creek used to carry his stuff, and now he's got his own deal with his Super 7 chassis, so he's kind of veering away from that stuff because they kind of compete with each other. But anyway, so yeah, he's a good source of information for those cars too, and I love them because so many they've been around for so long. There's been so many people that have been there, done that, that you can learn so much from just picking up, talking to somebody else on how they've worked on their cars, or just skipping straight to going to a Viper or Wizard or BSRT and looking how they varied the chassis just a little bit to make it a little bit better. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a great chassis to me. It is right there with the 440 X2 is the two what I would call legendary chassis that people are most familiar with as far as like wanting to race. Oh wow, yeah, Jack. Good luck with that. I agree. Exactly. Yeah. Gail, I'm right there with you. Sorry, I wouldn't have stepped out of them when I did, and if I'd have just stayed in it, man, it'd have been like Scott's warehouse. Well, hey, congratulations, Jack. Everybody needs to give Jack a round of applause. Getting Brian to say just some common English is right, let alone Vipers manufacturers. Oh yeah, see Dave, yeah, see you got a lot of good chassis right there, buddy. And Gale Force, Mark, on the Flex Track. Okay, so I had my slot car stuff whenever I moved from St. Charles, Missouri, down out into my parents' first farm when I was like in the third grade. And then my neighbor that lived like a mile away, because that's, it's the country. And he was one of my closest neighbors. He was a grade younger than me, but he liked racing on my track. So he would always tell his parents, I'm going to go to Scott's house and race slot cars and hang out. And so one winter, his dad took it upon himself to build a table with a slot car track and a train on it. And he used some of that flex track on it. And I'd never seen it before. And my jaw was dropping because the way he had made a big hill and stuff. So, yeah, it was pretty crazy. But I also learned that flex track was really shitty because your cars would always hang up on it. And yeah, but it looks cool. All the designs and stuff you can make if you can get the cars to run on it. An hour and 20 minutes into the video. And Mark, honestly, I think the reason why he did that is because he was gearing it more towards the home tracks. Because he had two different versions of those sportsman chassis, and he was asking me how big my layout was. And as soon as I told him, he goes, "You'd be better served with these because you don't have enough room to take advantage of the top end." So just that now that you've mentioned that, that would be a first thing that comes to my mind on the reason why. But I mean, he'd be the only one that could confirm that, but that would make perfect sense to me based on my conversation with him on whenever I bought those chassis. Same gear, yeah. It's probably just the not the winding in the motor. The lower end car has higher tires. Oh, okay. So that's how he slows it down. That's weird that it wouldn't have the top speed though. See, a taller tire should give you more top end, and a shorter tire should give you a quicker response. The gear ratio changes based on your height. You don't think it's the tire? I don't know. I'll have to take a look at it. I think it's the motor. Okay, well, no, that would make sense. Taco Chad, Tennessee, 440 X2. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Dave. I mean, I love my AFX and I love those high end cars, but as far as just simple fun, I love my Tyco 440s. Easy to work on, and they all run relatively close to the same. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get an IROC series of those cars going. Sorry if I'm missing people's comments. I apologize. After it goes so far, I'm lost behind. Oh shit! I didn't even realize. Sorry guys, it's 7:42. My bad. I tell everybody that I'll start. Well, that's why I put 7:30 ish on the video. Well, oops. Well, we didn't get to do the mark the pages, so I'm gonna find the Fiero real quick. Hey, privateer! Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a good weekend. Tighten up over there, Scott. Yeah. Well, as you guys can see in the background there, I'm trying to find the Fieros here real quick. Like I said, there they are. Okay, so this particular one is a 3. There are 4 Fieros, 86 Pontiac Fieros, and there are 2 of them that are 3s, and the other 2 are 4s. So I'll point them out to you. So this is the one I'm auctioning off first tonight. And this one is the other 3. So these 2 right here are 3s, and these 2 right here are 4s. So out of the 4 cars, this one here is one of the 2 with the best collector value. If you're looking to collect it, as a collector, that's what you'd be looking for. So, and that particular model only came out in 86 and 87. And to everybody that was here, that's here tonight, that wasn't here last week, I mentioned that as my way of having some sort of a sale, that I would give a $5 basically kitty as someone, for each individual person that was live tonight that felt like they wanted to bid on something to have in the bag that they could use at any point in time. So the way it's going to work is that everybody that's live or joins in later, whatever, you get one $5 discount for any one car that's being auctioned off tonight, including the bonus car. So that way I can, if no one bids more than the minimum bid and they use their their $5 off, I don't end up losing $25 on cars. And because that's not the whole idea, is at least to break even. But I'm a man of my word, and I told everybody that they get a $5 kitty to use, your token, whatever you want to call it, but you can only use it on one purchase on one car. So if you have more than one car that you're thinking about wanting to purchase on, let that play into your mind that you've got $5 that you can apply towards any purchase, but just one car, and that might help you bid a little higher, knowing that you could apply your $5 on that one. And once again, just so everybody is clear, I have no expectations from anybody. If nobody bid on any of these cars, the bare minimum, everybody gets a little education on them. You get to see something and learn something about the cars, and we all go on and are about our night and still have fun just the same way we would if anybody bid on a car. There's no pressure to bid or buy any of these cars. It's just my way of trying to give some sort of a discount if I have it available to give, or try to get you a car at a decent price if you're looking forward or maybe thought about adding it to your collection. I don't charge tax. I charge actually what it costs to go to your door. People that have purchased from me before on this on here tonight, and they'll tell you straight up, I pack every stuff really well. Pack it really well, and you're notified every step of the way by a ship pirate from the minute that the label's created and it says your shipment's on the way. So and last but not least, everybody that even has purchased in the past, once they confirm they want to purchase, I always remind them in an email that 100% money back guarantee. So if you get the car and for any reason you don't want it anymore, you contact me via email and I will give you 100% of your purchase price back. I just cannot refund the shipping to you or the shipping back. But I will refund 100% of the cost of the car, because I'm not, like I said, I'm out to make friends. I'm not out to burn bridges. And I don't care if it just, hey, the car broke down in the time that I bid on it and I need that extra 30 or 40 bucks just so I have, whatever. I don't care. Any reason. You don't even have to give me a reason. Just say, Scott, I've changed my mind. I'd like to, return the car. That's all you have to say. I don't need some dive into your personal life. You just, hey, I no longer can afford the car, don't want the car, whatever, and I'll be more than happy to give your money back. But once again, I just like to throw all that stuff out there. No pressure for anybody to bid or to buy anything. I enjoy chatting with everybody. I chat with everybody, whether you buy or whether you don't. You're all my friends if you're part of this channel. And thank you, by the way. I think we're up to 508. And at the end of the auction tonight, we'll go back over some of the giveaway details, because I've obviously got the table and stuff up, and I've got access to my parts, so we can start that video process on that too. So got a lot of things going on with the channel, but just since we're starting on the auction part, just want to make all that clear again to the first time viewers, reiterate it to people that have viewed in the past and maybe forgot. Like I said, you're all my friends, and I'm going to keep it that way the best that I can. So first car tonight, without further ado, is the Big Bad Fiero here. And like I said, everybody gets one $5 off on any car that they want to bid on, just $5. So that's my way of saying thank you. You can see here that it's on an HP7 chassis. And if this is your first time viewing on the channel, I don't sell cars if they don't run. So every car that you're going to see tonight does run. Now, how well it runs is up to you, because I just make them look really good and make sure that they run. It's up to you to put tires on them, oil them, hop them up if you want to, or whatever. Or if you want to, get it out and stick it on your display case. Either way. But any car I sell does run. Is there any questions on this one here? Does anybody else have anything? Hey, Joe, thank you for stopping in. Fire. Hey, Joe. I love it, Gail. That's awesome. Is that a 4 or 6 cylinder? This is the I think they label them all V6s in some way, shape, or form in the book. But just a second, let me see. Yeah, well, they got one of them that actually says V6 on the doors, and it's the U-turn chassis one. Honestly, you would have to. Let me look at my others and see. See, yeah, none of the 4 that I have all 4 of them, and none of them have the wing on it, but the one does say V6. So I'll just say that since it was the only one labeled 6-cylinder, that the other 3 are the 4 cylinders. I don't know one way or the other. The book doesn't tell me, and I don't know the history of the Pontiac Fiero enough, well enough to tell anybody, options and stuff like that. Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, see? And what I was going to mention to you guys, if you are into the Tycos and you want to snap a 440 chassis underneath this bad boy and race it, these little Fiero bodies are good hard if you've got a hard body class or whatever. I mean, these are good little cars to have. They don't have they're low center of gravity. There's not a lot of nose or rear overhang, and yeah, they fly. If just like I said, it's just every advantage you can get if you're racing. So anyway, if we don't have any questions on this, let me get my phone started up. Your dad had a 6. Hey, I bet that thing. I rode around in one that had a 6-cylinder, and that thing just felt like a really hopped up, extravagant go-kart. I loved it, actually. It was fun. You too. You as well, Joe. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, really? Fire. Oh, I didn't know that. Gail, thank you for sharing. Cool. See, I mean, if you ask me a lot of Mustang stuff, I might be on it, but I'm not much on the Pontiac history. I do know that the Pontiac HD 455 was one badass motor. A 327? Holy hell. Oh, it was a joke. Oh, okay. They called it that day. Well, no, it wouldn't surprise me, honestly. No, I mean, it does look like a chopped up Trans Am for that era, if you look at it the right way. You know, put a bubble hatch on the back and drop down the nose. You know, I'm just saying. I could easily see that, so that's why it's funny to me. So anyway, oh yeah, this one's. I'm sorry, this auction will take forever if I don't get started. So this one's obviously used. It's in great shape. Doesn't have a lot of visible damage on it whatsoever, like you saw in the HD pictures. I'm just going to start the auction at a flat $30, and if someone buys it and want to use their $5 discount on it, then they could actually get it for 25 bucks plus shipping to your door, which would be a pretty good deal. But anyway, so we'll start it off at $30, and like I mentioned, everybody gets $5 to use on one car on all the auctions. So if that makes a difference on any of your bidding, I just want to remind everybody, and that's my way of saying thank you. And I wish I could give out more, but honestly, like I said, I could end up losing money all the way around tonight, and I'm just hoping to break even. So sync up everybody's phones. There we go. So I'm going to hold this here for a second and try to read at the same time. Oh, great. Sorry about that shift into high. I always used to tease people, Gale Force, that that snorkel over the roof was in case the high water. You could go over a low water bridge and not drown out the motor. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you for confirming. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of at the mercy of YouTube. All I've got is my webcam up here, and I try not to touch anything once I get it started. Just, guys, what happens with me in the video. And just like always, if this thing gets down to the 2 minute mark and no one's bid on it, then we'll just put it on as the old bid goes on. No big deal. Like I said, I'm not here to push any cars on anybody. But if you don't have one, this would be a good example to have if you're interested. And if you're curious, this is why I picked the song for the preview video was because of this car, because I thought what represented the 80s more than the band, the Cars. So there is a method to my madness. Okay, cool. Hey, Jack. No, you're good, man. Like I said, I enjoy talking to everybody. So even if nobody bids a dime tonight, like I said, I'm having fun. We all learned something about the cars, share some knowledge about some things. It's a good time, man. That's like I said. That's why I put in every description. I hope I'm not beating a dead horse when I tell everybody no pressure to buy or bid anything. It's just my way of throwing stuff out there and making an offer to people that subscribe to my channel first before I put it on eBay and have to jack up the price to help cover some of their fees. Oh, the bid goes on. Yep, he's right. No, I didn't, that's not an everyday car for everybody. I get it. But just like always, if you are interested in that car and you didn't get to join in live, regrettably, I can't give you the $5 discount. That's for the people that are actually joining in live. That's their bonus for doing that. But I can still sell you the car for $30 plus shipping to your door. Just contact me at scottdanielmo@gmail.com. Include your mailing address. I'll email you a total of the car exact shipping to your door. If you say, yes, I want it, then I'll send you an invoice via PayPal. Easy peasy. All right, so let's get the next car out. Get it all put up here. All right, here we go. Little Bill Elliott, little NASCAR action for the Coca-Cola 600. There we go. I cleaned all these up and I didn't want them to get dusty again, so I covered them back up in the microfiber cloth that I'd cleaned them with. So let's set that there. Let me find it here. In one of the 50 states, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if they don't pass the debt ceiling, I may want to get arrested just so I can get the free room and board. All right, let's find old Bill Elliott here. Like I said, I apologize. I was going to have all this pulled up and ready to go, so I just went to car one, car two, and so on and so forth. But the dogs had different plans. All right, here we go. So there are only two of the modern Taurus Tyco McDonald's cars. And this is the non-set car, if in case you're curious. They made one that was a set only, and it's the drive-through version I'm getting ready to show you. But this is the car we're auctioning tonight, obviously, and it is used, as you can tell by the pictures. And it was made in 1998 only, so it's actually 25 years old. What is that, the silver anniversary? And the other one is set only, and it came out in 99, and it was in the NASCAR Showdown. I had that set, and I'll show you guys whenever I go through some of my sets for everybody. But here we go. So there's the one that's the set only. This is the one we're auctioning off tonight. This car is now 25 years old, and you could buy this in the blister pack, where this one you could only buy in the set or in the Cars and Crew thing that they had. And they put those modern ones at a 3 because they just didn't make that many of them. So it's what they would call a good collector value. But honestly, you could do either one with this one. You could stick it on the shelf, it'd look good, or you could put it on the track and it'd look just as good. Either way. And there's a good look at the chassis. And honestly, let me see if I can get that thing to focus. It's barely used. Oh yeah, Gail. Yeah, no, I think I saw that in one of your videos in on the infield, and I was like, oh yeah, someone else got the Mickey D's. And honestly, guys, I'm a Bill Elliott when they called him $1 Million Bill for winning the $1 million first Winston million. It froze. I'm making sure we're back. Sorry. I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, Mark. Have a good night, buddy. Thank you again for sharing your videos on your track and stuff. Have a good evening. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Oh, it's been ran. No, it's got some damage on it. Like I said, I'm not a used car salesman. So, I mean, there's some little scuffs up here at the top on the Ford. And, I mean, like I said, where the Coca-Cola's at, right above it, right there. I mean, it's not dead solid perfect, but it's in really good shape. So, irregardless. So, any questions on this car before I get started on it? Hey, man, no problem. Thank you again for joining. You and your family stay safe this weekend. So, if we don't have any questions on it, I'm going to start this one at 35. Since it is used and it does have some scratches and damage on it. There we go. Somebody wants a different angle or try to me to get it closer, let me know. Just adds character, exactly. Well, like I said, this thing used to be in my shelf, and then, like I said, I got the track set, so I don't, you know, so I don't need two of them, so I might as well just get rid of one. Let somebody else enjoy it. No need to be a slot car hoarder. So, just like always, when we get down to the 2 minute mark, no one bids on it. Bid goes on. We'll just get it out there. Ain't no. I'm not here to push. We're just here to show off cars. But I am going to put it down. See if I'm missing out on some stuff here. Reese is on the trunk. Oh no, like I said, it's a good looking car. If you like McDonald's, if you don't like McDonald's, then probably repulse you to own it, with the big M on it. Or if you're not a Ford fan. All right. So 1 more minute. If no one bids on it, then we'll put the old bid goes on and go to the next car. Like I said, guys, it's all good. I'm having fun just talking to everybody. All right. 1 minute. So, does anybody else watch that Fantech GT series, with the block paint or something like that, like in Europe where they race the Lambos and the Ferraris and the BMWs, and yeah, I was watching some of that late last night and watching those. There were 55 cars on the track for one thing, and then for the other thing, a lot of those cars got tore up, and some of them got completely totaled. And all I kept thinking to myself is how many years would I have to work to pay for that car that they just totaled, and they'll race another one next week. Chicken McNuggets never tasted like chicken. How many free things of sauce do you want to give them some flavor? That's what that's all about. All right, nobody bid on it. So once again, if you're watching this video after the live feed, $30 plus shipping to your door. Just contact me at scottdanielmo@gmail.com. Description, emails in the description below, and we'll get this bad boy out to you. There we go. So there's car number 2 for tonight. Put it back. Get the next one up. I think I found one that somebody's going to want. Maybe not. I'm not pushing nothing on nobody. But this is a good car. Stick it right there, and then I can find it in the book and give us some details here real quick. Number 32. All right, this is your vaunted Porsche 962. They have it listed as red, number 49. It was released in 88 through 91. It has a collector rating of 4, and I see it froze again. Thank you. Oh, cool. Maybe it's just my TV. Cool. No, if you guys can see me, let me know. Okay. Well, hey, man, if it's just my TV that's froze, I'm good with it because I can see you guys here, and that's fine with me. I just thought it was froze again, and I was like, great. YouTube's out to punish me. So anyway, this is a great looking car since it isn't frozen like I thought it was. So thank you for letting me know that. Looks normal. Good deal. Thanks. Thank you for confirming that, Gail. Because I was been sitting here and I was getting ready to start cussing. If I was going to have to start up a new feed. There's the bottom of this bad boy. It's on an HB7 chassis. And it is, I mean, it's used, but I don't know that it did anything except maybe go down the track a couple of times. This thing is just spot on perfect. And if you've seen these, a lot of these have the sponsors worn off right here, and the BF Goodrich is worn off. And that's if the sticker right there is still there. So this one's in really good shape. Any questions on this bad boy before we got started? All good. Okay, cool. Hey, thank you guys for all confirming. No, that just lets me know that I don't get to sit here and cuss at YouTube, and it's whatever's going on with my TV. Let me see what. Make the. Hey, there we go. Apparently it was my Xbox. Well, I haven't started yet, but David started out at 35, then went to 40, and then so the bid would have been 40 Ryburn, but then he just bumped it up to 50. So I guess I better start it. So right now Dave is at, let me know if I'm wrong, $50. Is that right? Yeah, shift into high. Yeah. Hey man, at least I'm not doing like David. Doing like Brian does on Pro Tinker and screaming. Hey Dave, we need to know what your bid is for sure, because Ryburn I know is interested in this car also, and I just want to be fair to everybody. So I see that you say 50 there. 50, okay. So it is 50. Okay, so did you see that, Ryburn? He's at 50. Good looking car. Sorry guys, I'll put it. Where can we see it? Right there. 50 million? No, I wish it was 50 million. Oh yeah, no, it's this was one that was in the case, guys. This literally came out of my case. And yeah, now you see why. But if you remember, I got one of these brand new in the bubble pack. So once again, this is straight from my collection into somebody else's collection. And right now, David's at Ryburn just raised it to 55. So Ryburn's at 55 for the Porsche 962. And we are at 2 minutes. This is a great looking car. And remember, guys, any one car you get $5 off to use. So take that in consideration. I'm sad to see it go out of my case, but I'm also going to be happy to know that it's going to another home. Oh no, you're good, Dave. No. I just, like I said, I want to be fair to everybody. Yeah, Ryburn, that's the thing with Brian's auction. I don't know what he paid for a lot of those, but every time he sells one, you hear him moaning and groaning. You know, I lost my butt on that, and I don't know what he was thinking on some of those whenever he was doing it. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess he has a certain dollar amount that he's got to hit on each car. Would be my guess. I mean, I don't know, to break even or make his profit margin. You know, it is what it is. But I do know that there's a lot of the cars on there that I'd like to have. I just can't afford them. Okay, so Dave is bowing out to Ryburn to let him have it. Is there anybody else that wanted to bid on this before? Because there's only two people bidding on it, and I don't want to sit here and bore everybody if one of them just went out. And Dave, by the way, buddy, thank you for your service too. By the way, that's why I had that thing from Memorial Day in there, is because I come from a family. My great grandfather, my grandfather, my uncle, all served, both sides. My grandfather on my dad's side served in the Navy on the USS Missouri and got a Purple Heart when the ship was attacked. Yeah, there you go. And then the Navy. Yeah, see? Thank you for your service, my friend. I told you that in yours too. Thank you. Thank you to all of our service. Like I said in my video, thank you. Because without the sacrifices that our military men and women give us on a daily basis, we would not be able to enjoy the freedoms that we enjoy, because there are, believe it or not, countries out there that don't like us. Ryburn, were you also in the service? All right. Congratulations, Ryburn. It's yours. And then you won it for 55, but if this is the only car you bid on, then you can use your $5 off and it'll be 50. But if there is another car, which I'm thinking there might be, you can just tell me which one you want to use the $5 off on. But congratulations to Ryburn on a kick-ass purchase. This is a good-looking car. Dave, thank you for bidding on it and participating in the auction. I appreciate your support. And don't worry, man. If you like these cars, I'm always on the lookout for them, because I like them too, and I'll keep my eye out and try to get another one up here for auction for you. So not a problem, my friend. We'll get you taken care of. So congratulations to Ryburn on this one. Hey, congrats! Oh, thank you to your whole family for their service, Dave. That's awesome. No, and you're right, mainline. Freedom isn't free, and like I explained, is I just like to throw that stuff out there that as a friendly reminder that stuff that we take for granted, maybe you need to appreciate a little more. you know, I'm not trying to preach. I'm just trying to show my support, because Lord knows nobody wants me to preach. All right, let me get the next one pulled up here. Then I'll. All right. Now, if you guys couldn't tell from the video, this one does have some wear on it for sure, but it is one of the harder versions of the Pennzoil number 5 to find, because it is the F1 style car. Um, but this one came directly from my case, but I found one to replace it basically. And I thought about making it one of my runners, but then I was like, that car, you know, I see ones with broken wings on eBay go for $40. I'm not going to price it that high. Don't worry. But I'm just saying, I see people do that and buy it, and I'm like, wow. All right, car 48. Let me get you some history here on it. All right, they just listed as Pennzoil Chevy F1. It's listed. It came in dark yellow, light yellow. It's got several variations. This particular variation was made in 91 to 93, and it is a 4. So it's not one that, by the ranking you would think would be a collector. But based on what people are paying for them, because of the scarcity of, I guess, the people that have them that want to get rid of them, they're in good shape. The prices are a little higher than what I would think they should be based on that. But like I said, it's all about supply and demand, and what two people are willing to pay for something. But this is a good version of this car. Hold it up here. And once again, I'm not a used car salesman, so I'm going to point out the flaws that I see them. The Chevy emblems are starting to fade away up here on the top. And yeah, see, you can't even see them with the light shining on it so bright. The front windscreen black paint has been chipped off right there. And then you can see when it went through its crash here on the nose, it kind of marred up the number 5. See that? I'm trying to get the glare out of there. So anyway, this is an obvious runner, but the wings are not broken. Nothing's been glued, amazingly. Just shows you how durable these old cars are. And the chassis, actually, I think someone swapped out because it shows less wear than the body, in my opinion. Yeah. I'm going to, if there's no questions, Dave, I was going to start this one at 35. So I'm just going to start it at 35. And then if no one else bids more, then we'll just leave it at 35. And that way you can get a better deal, man. But if someone else bids, then we'll take your bid of 40. So if anybody else wants to bid, they're going to have to go higher than 40 because Dave's at 40. But if no one else bids on it, I want to be able to give him this car at exactly what I'm pricing it at. Like I said, I'm doing what I can to help out you guys, whether you purchased or whether you haven't. And Dave has purchased in the past, and so I'm going to do everything I can to help out everybody that I can. And I'm not in it for the greed. Like I said, I'm in it to share and help my friends. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't do much about that because the angle, if I change the angle, then it's because the background on my pictures, it whites it out. I'm sorry. You keep doing that. Well, there's an old saying, Dave, good guys finish last, and I guess I'm destined to be at the back of the line. I could never sell used cars because I would always point out the flaws and no one ever buy a car from me. And I've also learned that honesty is the best policy, and no short-term gains worth a long-term loss. So Dave's at 35 right now, but if someone bids, you're going to have to go to higher than 40. I never even started the damn timer, but yes, Rick, right there, buddy, right there with you. Oh no, you're good. Thank you, Mainline, for letting me know. No, I encourage, if the screen's freezing or the audio sucks or whatever, I only know what I can see right here, guys. And so if something's different than what I see, I don't know. So you guys tell me, and I'm not taking offense to any of it because YouTube hates me here lately. So so there we go. So since we've already had this auction going for a couple minutes, I'm going to let this just go one more minute. And Dave, if no one bids against you, man, 35 bucks is all you're going to get charged for this car, even though you bid 40. But if someone else wants to bid, you got to bid more than $40 to beat Dave's bid. Yeah, it was just because the background difference a little bit because I zoomed in more, so there's more white whenever I took my pictures. I was trying to make my video look better, but in turn, it made the background look worse, but sorry about that. I had to rob Peter to pay Paul. Looks like this one's going to go to Dave. 5 seconds. There it is. All right. Congratulations, Dave. 35 bucks is what you won this one for. And if you don't bid on any other cars, then you can use your $5 coupon and it only costs you 30 bucks. So congratulations. You got you a good looking car. And if you're going to use it as a runner, it's going to look good in the yellow lane if you do the Hopra, red, white, blue, yellow lanes. So good looking car. I like these F1. They look racy to me. They just look fast sitting still. So. One more Formula One. All right. Well, I got one more Formula One car left to show tonight, and this is the one that I'm guessing is probably the most popular car out of all the 5 that I put up for auction. And I don't even need to look at my book for this. If you were with us last week, you know that this is the sister car to the one that Ryburn bought. Congratulations again, Ryburn, on that. He bought the Benetton Ford 1996 version from Tomy from the Infinity Raceway. And this is the sister car. As you can see, it's on a turbo chassis, not an SRT chassis. And this bad boy is, like I would say, as close to new as you could get body wise without being brand new. This thing is just, I mean, there's not a mark on it. It's slick. If you could tell from the pictures, and let me see what'll show up on the screens. Yeah, that shiny, those decals and that print. I mean, there's not a scuff one on any of them anywhere. This is an awesome, just like the Benetton. It's an awesome car, the sister car. So, any questions on this bad boy? We know this one's 27 years old. We know it's a Tomy. We know it's a Tomy Turbo. We know the race set that it came from. And we knew the sister car because we sold it last week. Any questions on this car? Yeah, Jeff, I agree with you. Oh, sorry, Mainline. Yeah, no, we sold that one last week to Ryburn. Ryburn is the proud owner of the sister car on the Benetton. GFR Bucks Tradition. We got red, blue, pink, and green lanes. Sorry, hacking up a lung there. See, I think it was Vito Man 50 Gale Force that he did his because you could buy the stuff cheap at Walmart with the colors, with the stickers to stick on the cars for the lane monitors. And so, yeah, he had some weird colors for his too. You don't have to go the red, white, blue, yellow. The only reason why I did like that is because I was trying to get like the Hopra colors. And it just so happens it coincides with the colors on the Biasu timing system that way too. So, all right. So if we don't have any questions on this, Sweet Jane wanted pink, so we did it. Oh, hey, when the Queen speaks, you don't ask questions, you just say yes. All right. So we're going to start the auction off at $40 like we did last week on the Benetton. On this bad boy. And there we go. 5 minutes and we're at 40 bucks. Yeah, see, I need to have somebody show me how to, Gail, to get more of the audio interactions that you can put in there. That I like all that, but I'll have to watch the video again on how to do all that. So $40 for the Ferrari here. And if you remember, everybody that's live tonight gets a $5 coupon. So theoretically, if no one else bids, then you could get it for 35 bucks. If you hadn't purchased a car earlier and don't want to use your $5 on it. Shifting to highs at 45. All right, we have a bid. We have an auction, guys. $45 for shipped into high. So he could get the car for 40 bucks. Ryburn, shipped into highs got you by 5. So you need to go more than $45. Oh, David went 55. So he just jumped you by 10 there, shipped into high. So we're at $55. Ryburn's at 60. I knew this would be the most popular car tonight. Shift in the high is bowed out, so now it's between David and Ryburn. Thank you for bidding Shift in the high. I appreciate it. And just so you know, when I did the research on this bad boy on eBay, there's a guy that's trying to sell one for $79. And I thought that was a joke because his had scratches and marks on it. Hey, man, no, like I said, I appreciate everybody bidding and even just stopping by, even if you don't bid. Like I said, this is coming straight out of Scott's collection, out of the case, straight into somebody's new home. Sad to see it go. It's been with me for 7 years. But I know whoever gets it's going to treat it just as good as I did. Ryburn's at 60 with 2 minutes. Okay, so Dave is bowing out on this one for you, Ryburn. So you're at $60. Unless somebody wants to beat out Ryburn, then this is going to be Ryburn's car, and he'll end up with both of them. He'll have both cars. Both good-looking cars. Good to have on the collection. And like I said, anybody that doesn't win a bid on one of these cars or any of these cars that sell, remember, I am always on the lookout for cars. So if I see an interest in a car, I do my best to get another one. Dave hasn't made it in the mail yet. It's supposed to be here today, and it didn't show up because of the holiday, I'm guessing, and it's not going to probably be here till Tuesday. But no, I'm not even going to try to auction. I told you I'd send you pictures of it and give you first dibs on it, since you were interested in the other one that was damaged. Less than a minute. We're at 60 bucks for Ryburn. But as soon as I get it, buddy, I'll send you the pics. I should have it Tuesday since it didn't show up today. 30 seconds. Oh, Ryburn. Thank you. Yeah, the good old holiday in the Postal Service. They take any excuse they can to kind of weasel out of delivering stuff. I didn't get any mail today. And I know I should have. Purple Charger streetcar. Oh, yeah, that's a nice one. Oh, Rick comes in at $65 at the last second. Unbelievable. That is, you do what a lot of people do on eBay there, Rick. You wait till the very last second and then slap down a bid. So, yeah, Rick, you got it right before the timer went off. I saw it pop up. So, congratulations, Rick. That's crazy. eBay area, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Rick came in there and sniped Ryburn at the very last second. I can't count how many times that's happened to me on eBay. So that's what I call it, being sniped, like you being a sniper. Someone just and Rick, I believe this is your car. And thank you for Ryburn and Dave both for bidding on it. I appreciate both your bids on that, and shipped into High for bidding earlier. And I am going to get that Charger and another Plymouth Superbird in, and I'll do my best to try to find another version of this Ferrari that's in as good a shape as this one here, my friends. And don't despair, because I've already got my eye on one. So hopefully it'll be here in front of the camera soon. So congratulations to everybody that won tonight. And I'm assuming that everybody's going to want to use their $5 off. So that's basically $60 to you, Rick. And then we'll just go down the list, and I'll contact everybody down the line. But Rick, since I haven't sold anything to you in the past, you'll need to email me your information to scottdanielmo@gmail.com, your mailing address, and then I will send you the grand total with shipping. And then you tell me which PayPal account you want me to send it to, or if you're wanting to mail a check, there's the other two ways I can do it: money order, a check, and or PayPal. Either way, it makes no difference to me. Whatever's more convenient for everybody else. All right, so those are the same five. Those are the 5 cars in the video, and just like, excuse me, just like last week. Congratulations again to everybody that won the bid. Thank you to everybody that did do some bidding. But that's not the end of the auction for tonight. So until I get confirmation from the people that actually won the cars, $5, then here's the vote for everybody. So I'm gonna put them out here. This is the bonus round. In fact, here, just a second. I can get out a piece of track and stick them on the piece of track, and then this is where everybody's going to vote on the bonus car that we're going to auction off tonight. And once again, even if you haven't bought a car, you Yep. And see, there you go, Dave. This is what I was talking about. I think this is the piece of paper, the power tap one that I was going to have to redo, that I was going to show how I did it. But basically, after I soldered it on, then I hot glued, and that's what I've done. So $5 for the bottle of it. But wait, there's more. Yes, I was going to say, you beat me to that. I was going to say I sound like that infomercial. But wait, there's more. If you order today. And then everybody that's here votes on what car they want to get auctioned off. And that's the one we auction off. $6 for the bottle of Novas. So we got 2 more Porsches up here. We got the Miller Genuine Draft. And if anybody wants to see one of these cars up close, I'll take it off the track and show you. We've got the BF Goodrich. We got old Aurora AFX Can-Am. We got the Tyco F1 style Quaker State. Got an old Porsche Carrera. Got the Sparking Rods, glow in the dark Chevy. Got us a Countach, and we got us an old Bet. And the dog hit the camera. Yeah. In fact, there's 2 different versions of this car. And since we had a question on it, I'll get it out and show you. There's a light yellow version of this car and a dark yellow version of this car, if anybody was wondering. So there's 2 versions of this car, and they made this one quite a bit, and all the way back into the Tyco Pro chassis. This particular one has a curb hugger chassis, which would be one of the newer versions. But one of the things to look for on this one, in case you're interested to the numbers wiping off on the sides because that's where people pick them up. Miller? Okay. I've got 2 votes for the Miller. 3 votes for the Miller. 4 votes for the Miller. Oh, well, see, Gail, those things are just those little itty bitty, those wet adhesive stickers. So you could literally soak this thing in water, and those things that you could rub them off. So you could have a solid yellow with the black hood and the black nose, or the black bumper. So yeah, no, you could do that. I've seen people do it. So right now it looks like the Miller's kicking everybody's ass. So I'm going to hold it up here and get a little closer so we can take a look at it so people can see. As you can see, the sides are good. The top's good. It's on an HP7 chassis like it should be. It's in really good shape. Any questions on it? Ed says the Porsche. So are we unanimous, guys? Are we wanting to stick with the Miller? We want to auction off the Miller tonight? Good Memorial holiday. Champagne of beers, isn't that what they called it? What page? Oops. I can tell you right now, the Porsches are on page 38 in your Tyco guide. We'll just do it like, it looks like the Miller's going to win. So there it is in the Tyco. There's all of them. So I'll give you a little history here. Like I said, even if you don't bid, that's why I encourage people to stop by. You're going to learn a little something. So these 4 cars right here are the American releases of this car. These 4 down here are the Japanese version. So these would be US only. These would be Japanese only. Now you can see if you buy a lot of these still, but these 2 here and that Kenwood and the Miller, these right here, these 4 are really the ones that bring the bucks. Hey man, no, thank you, Gail. And I paid you more than the $5, man, because I appreciate the effort. Thank you. Oh, and let me get the little history on the Miller car here. It's a 3, and it was made in 89 and 90 only. So, like 89, 11, like 34 years old, 35 years old. But it's in great shape. And I don't care what they say about a 3. These things go for some good coin. Is there anything else anybody wants to know about that? Oh, no. I appreciate it, buddy. Help you for the paying for that Masters. And that's not going to help much. Maybe buy a Happy Meal, something. Wow, Jeff, that's awesome. 6 of the 8. So which of the 2 that you're missing? I'm guessing it's a picture of Brian based on the picture in your video. All right, so David is starting the bidding off at 65. So I better start the auction, but I get distracted, guys. So Dave is in front right now at $65 for the Miller. Am I in the picture? There we go. Sorry. So $65 for the Porsche 962 Miller. Exactly, and that's what makes this thing such a collector. Jeff, you beat me to the punch. To those of you that aren't reading the chat, Jeff pointed out that this is one of the last years that they allowed alcohol advertising on kids' toys. So, and tobacco. So, you're no more Marlboro, no more Miller, no more Budweiser. Yeah, and we're at $65. Yeah, Dave, you got it right there. That's why these cars are becoming harder and harder to get in this good a shape, because people that start collecting these cars understand that that very thing, that the alcohol and tobacco advertising got banned, and these are some of the harder ones to get. Like some of those F1 cars that have Marlboro on them are really tough to get too. Yeah, whenever I show my cases off, I've got all the Marlboros but one. And I need the number one, and I think is the one it is that I need. But I think I've got all the others. And ironically, um, mainline, the Mata, you know which one I'm talking about, the Motto, Motto or Mate or whatever it is. Anyway, uh, I ended up having that originally. I'd purchased that from back in the late 80s, early 90s. I'd actually bought that car. Yeah, Ed, those are really hard to find because the wing gets broke off so easily. Um, yeah, the version that I have original. There's two versions of that Miller car. They're both gold. One's light gold, one's dark gold. And the version that I have, the front wings broke off of it, and I am not going to pony up the money that other people want to try to get it again, because I knew I wouldn't race it, so it's just going to sit in the case. Yeah, Dave. Yeah. So 2 minutes right now. Dave's at 65 on the Porsche. Like I said, it's all there, all the details, even the right there on the wing, up here behind the panel, behind the driver's compartment. It's all still there. Trying to get to focus. There we go. Yeah. Oh, this is a good version of this car. Number 5 on page 42. Yep. Good looking stuff, man. I love these cars running around the track. I guess it's because it's so wide on the top, it's easy to pick them out going around the track. All right, 1 minute. Dave, you're sitting pretty right now. No one's even come close to your bid. So there's about a 5 second delay, is what I'm gathering, on my phone to my TV. 15 seconds. Ryburn's at 70. Ryburn, it's yours. Congratulations, buddy. Ryburn got you a kick-ass car there, my friend. Sorry you missed out on the sister car, but you got you a good replacement. Cool. Congratulations to everybody. And um, I'll just, if you bought multiple cars, I'll just knock $5 off the grand total. And if you only bought one car, then I'll just knock $5 off the one car. So thank you to Ryburn, thank you to Dave, and thank you to Rick for all of your guys' purchases tonight. Congratulations on getting some really kick-ass cars. Just as a reminder, when you get the cars, if for any reason you're not happy with them, 100% money back guaranteed. But you've seen the digital pictures, you've seen them here. I point out all the flaws if there aren't any. So there should be no surprises when you get it. All the cars run. So congratulations to everybody. You got some good cars. Yeah, great buy. That's a good car. Really good car. Guys, all those cars tonight that you guys bought are, I mean, it's a catch-22. Like I told you, my heart is hurting right now, but my wallet's happy. So, it is what it is. So before we get started on the look what Scott's got, where I actually open it up and we all get to see it for the first time together, I'm going to show some purchases and a future seller. Like I said, I'm always buying and selling cars all the time. And this one's going to look familiar to Ryburn. I got me another one. And it's almost in as good a shape as the one you got off me earlier, my friend. But this will be a seller in the future, guys. This is one I just recently got. It's on an original HP7 chassis that is correct for this car. And it is on a lighted chassis, just like the one Ryburn got from me, and the light does work. So when this one goes up for auction, you're going to, whoever decides to purchase this one is going to get a sweet, sweet Porsche. So this is going to be in a future auction, and this was the other car that I got. Now I'm going to show you the reason why I bought both the cars. And that is for this bad boy. Here. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. See that, guys? This is a set-only car, and there they are. Those are red line wheels, like a Hot Wheel. And there's the Hot Wheel logo. So this is one for the case to go in the Porsche collection. I've been looking for this bad boy for a long time, so I got two of them, and I already had that one. But two to get one. And what's really cool, guys, is this is one of the rare 440 X2 lighted chassis. This is a lighted chassis. Now I just need to get the police car that came in the set and then get the set. But, pretty cool car. Anybody else out there have one of these? Lighted, yeah. Rally version. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I love this one. I love that candy apple red or whatever, that paint and those flames. But what really gets me, guys, those chrome rims and the red line tires. That just, I mean, look at that. I mean, I'm just smiling just thinking about it because that just reminds me of a Hot Wheels so much. They nailed it. They nailed it. That is awesome. Those are the little touches like that, yeah, you just know that somebody somewhere was thinking, use the old noodle and not just money. So anyway, got two Porsches, one to keep, one to sell. Yeah. So I had over 250 Hot Wheel cars from my childhood. And a majority of those were the Hot Wheel red lines. And when I moved out and went to college, my sister was given the chore of cleaning out a certain area, and she took great pleasure in throwing away everything that was mine and burning it before asking anybody whether or not she should do that. So she burned literally every Hot Wheel from my past. Yeah. Don't you just love little sisters? Yeah. Yeah, Jeff, I agree. I like that the way they, like I said, tied it back into the Hot Wheels thing for a change, instead of just the Hot Wheels electric racing. Got me a Can-Am AFX Aurora, Sunoco, Audi, Porsche. And I know before anybody mentions anything, it's missing the roll bar, but that's okay. I can get a roll bar. It's just really hard to find these with that front end not damaged. And you'll see there, the lower balance is not cracked or broken, and the wing's all good. So this is a good place to start. Yeah, and no, that's why they're so rare. This was the first actual lighted 440 that someone didn't modify that I've ever had. Yeah, the balance is very fragile, and that's why it's hard to get them unbroken. So usually, if you find the complete car, this is broken. And so what I'm going to do is find one that's broken that has a roll bar, and then Frankenstein make one good one, because this is a really good example to have in the case. So once again, this is uh, goes into the case whenever we get it. Speaking of cases, I'll pause real quick before I show the last car and the highlighted the ones I got. And that is that Mattel is expecting a new shipment of these collector cases, deluxe Hot Wheels display cases is what they're called. They were supposed to be in at the end of this month, so they're expecting them sometime the first week or second week in June. So if you are interested in these type of cases, there you go. You have separate roll bars, Dave? Oh well, yeah. No, we need to work out a deal, buddy. Yeah, like that vet body. I'm gonna take that off your hands, and so we'll just take a couple of those roll bars off too. So this one, I'm gonna dig out my book and show tell a little history on this. This is the part of the Plymouth Superbird series. This is the Chrome 65. And as you can see, it's in great shape. Polished it up. When I got it, it was pretty filthy, and I was worried that the chrome was bad, but it turned out to be good. On its original curve hugger chassis with the chrome rims, like it should have. Good looking car. Just a second here. There we go. See, I know my Bible pretty well. So here's the rows of the Superbirds, and down here. And this is the one we're looking at right here. I recently saw this one, and I tried bidding on it, and I had to bow out at $50, and it ended up going for over 80. But that's a rare bird to get right there. But anyway, let's talk about the chrome one there, number 15. That is curve made in 1977 only. Was the only year this one was produced. It is on the curve hugger chassis, and it is a 2. This is rare, guys. This is a rare car in the collector world. 1 being the rarest, 2 being the next to the rare. So there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 2. And to get one in this good a shape for less than $30 because it was dirty and no one saw the potential behind the dirt, I got a steal of a rare car. So the deals are out there. Sometimes you have to polish the turd to make it shine, but boy, did it shine. So good purchase. Oh, cool. See, David. Yeah, see, there you go, guys. Yeah, you got a rare car. Take care of it like rare, like legit rare, according to the Bible. And here's a little interesting fact: if you don't have the Bible about that car, in the catalog, it was listed to have in the 1977's Tyco catalog, the pre-production car showed that it had a 455 in it. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, 454 in it and not a 429. So the picture in the catalog was different than what they actually produced. They in the catalog it said 454, And then when they actually made them, it came out 429, which is still boggling my mind because I thought the Hemi was 426. Yeah, see, that's what I thought shipped into high. Oh, wow, Dave. Yeah, see, that's when you buy a bunch of those things and get them together. Yeah, see, 454 is a big block Chevy. So the 429, if anybody's wondering, is a big block Ford FE. It's just a D-stroked 460, basically. So somebody at Tyco didn't know their engines that went with cars very well, because this should have said 426, and they had it in the catalog at 454, and they made it saying 429. Must be bored out, yeah. Yeah, they did some work to it. But regardless, I don't care what it says on the hood. I thought that was just a neat little history on it. And then like I said, this is the a 2. So if you guys have got one of these, take care of it. All right. Are the 15 of us that are still here, are you guys ready to see me open up something new? Well, new to me. I've been waiting for this since it came in the mail, and I promised I was going to do a video, and then all this other stuff happened. So I'm not going to rearrange the camera and take all the time doing that. This is the box, so this ought to give a clue on what we're getting ready to see of some kind. Oh, okay, Jeff. 385. Okay, my bad. See, I'm a small block Ford guy, not a big block Ford guy, so it's easy for me to get that stuff mixed up. My bad. All right, so we got thumbs up. I'm going to take that. I wish I could say this was a box of brand new cars, but it's not a box of brand new cars. You see there, Scott bought 4 cars, and one of them's to sell. All right. Okay, now that's funny. Okay, so you see that it was wrapped in the brown shipping paper, right? Look what he wrote on the box. Fragile. Handle with care. Oh no. Yeah, no, I'll be the first person, Jeff, to admit that I don't know everything. But no, thank you for pointing that out, dude. No, like I said, if somebody hears me say something wrong, I don't take offense to it. I just take it as a learning experience and know next time maybe to repeat it the right time or the right way, or at least if you're going to be a Ford guy, know your Ford shit if you're going to spit it out. So anyway, I'm seeing this for the first time just like you guys. So he wrapped it in brown, and then he puts this on this side. So who's going to see this if you wrap it in the brown bag? A reused box. Okay, yeah, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. There we go. I like the way you think. There you go. I just thought it was funny. First thing I see is fragile handle, and you may be onto something on 2 different shippings. So yeah, reselling it after buying it. Yeah, that'd be my luck. All right. Well, someone did a hell of a job taping. That's all right though, man. I'm not ever going to complain on anybody that overpacks something. I would rather have it overpacked and it take longer for me to get it open than to be opened up or damaged whenever I got it because they didn't want to take the time to pack. And all of these, just to remind everybody, I am not independently wealthy. I'm a working guy, like most of you. I don't. Right now, I'm trying to save money from moving and all the expenses that went with that. I'm trying to save money for my car motor, so I can get my car motor and get my car back running again. So the only way I can afford to do what I'm doing here with these cars and stuff like this is when I sell cars like that. So thank you again to everybody that purchased this, because this is what helps me get to add to my collection and then turn around and try to get more cars to try to sell to you guys at a good price. So thank you. Without the sales, this never happens. So thank you, is my point. All right, I think I up. Yep. Right. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's pretty much off. You'll have it. Yes, yes, you are. Um, so here we go. You guys are gonna see it the same time I do. Anybody have any ideas yet? You got anybody want to guess before I take the other half off? This ought to be a clue right here. All right, I'm not going to tease you guys anymore. There we go, guys. Here we have a very rare Super Coops AFX Race Masters race set. Yes, Super Coops, Jeff, you nailed it. GT40, yep. Yep. It's been open, and we're going to open it up and take a look at it on the inside, but I've got goosebumps just holding this box, guys. Trying to see the date on when this bad boy was made. Be nice if they put that on there. Oh, I've seen it. I just haven't been able to buy one. There's the kicker. Well, maybe some of the literature will show it because it doesn't say anything on the outside that I'm finding so far. But this is one of those things that, like I mentioned, that going to go in the living room on the wall so I can show it off. This is one of those. So let's open this bad boy up. All right, so there's the brand new pit box, pit stall area. You guys have never seen that before. This is all brand new. See, fold it and put it together. This is pretty good detail. Some of that photo realistic. Oh, cool, Dave. Yeah, I've been wanting this one for a long time. If you're an AFX guy like I am, then yeah, this is one of those ones that, yeah, you've had your eye on if you could find it. These came out before I had the opportunity, before I started getting back into slot cars for the second time. So the reason why I got this set so cheap is because it didn't come with the original cars. And if you guys know me, original cars mean nothing because it just so happens, just a second, somebody that was a better video guy would have all this stuff prepped and ready to go, but I'm not a better video guy. So give me just a second and I'll get you the cars. All right, sorry about that. Just so happens that back in the day, I was fortunate enough to have the good fortune to run across somebody selling the set cars. And these are brand new Mega G's in the original bubble wrap for that track set. So now I have a brand new complete Super Coupe set with the cars brand new in the baggie. Pretty cool, huh? I thought so anyway. Thank you, Sean. 2019? It had to be from older than that because I was buying sets in 2019. Let's see what the paperwork says here. I would think it is anyway. I'm not gonna say nothing until we find out, but I would have bought it if it was still available. Oh, cool. Some of the sticker stuff for your pit area. How to do the layout. Oh. 2015. So just right before I got back into it. So 2015. So this race set's 8 years old. Cool. Yeah, see, that's exactly why I wanted this race set because I knew I had the look, guys. I mean, I'm not kidding. These are brand new in the baggies for this track. And so that's why I've been looking for this set for so long. And I've seen them used and tore up, but never brand new. And this one's just brand new, open. And I know what someone did. They bought it, opened it, and sold the cars, and then no one wanted to buy the track. All the track stuff's brand new. But here's the kicker: they did include 2 cars with it. So I got the GT40 #1 red, and it came with it, brand new, unopened. So that was cool. And then they also included the new #4. So got both of those cars included with it. And then there's the track set. Everything's brand new. Everything. The instruction manual. So there we go, guys. There's my big reveal. Got the Super Coupe set, brand new, although open, minus cars. I already have the cars, and it came with a couple of the newer GT40s. Oh, I'm with you guys. Yeah, the Mega G is the bomb. That's why yeah, I almost opened those things up. So, pretty cool. Like I said, all of that was purchased at one time with the winnings, or with the money that people paid for the cars from the last auction. So, thank you guys. Now you see I do why I do what I do. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Believe in yourself. Yeah, like I said, guys, everything brand spanking new. There's the rubber bands are still on the corners and the whole 9 yards. I mean, it's all it needed was the cars. I got those. So, and then the best part was it came with this. And here's the real kicker, guys, is I paid less for this set and those cars than this set cost brand new when it came out. So, good deal. That's the that would have been the Look What Scott's Got video. For sure, for sure. Because that's a pretty nice little get right there. How did you end up doing that? Believe in yourself? Modify the Super G Plus to fit in a road run body. Did you just use one of the body clips or what? So yeah, this is going to be one of those ones, like I said, that I got the cars out already since it's already opened up, but this will be one of the ones that I'll go ahead and kind of tape shut, and it'll go sitting on the wall on the shelf in the living room as part of my box art for the AFX stuff. When I get that shelf and stuff, I'll take a picture of it and post it up. So Dave, you mentioned that you had this track. What happened to it? Did you sell it, give it away, or what? I just think that's it's 8 years old, which isn't that old, but we all know that AFX, when they make a run of these like these tracks right here, when they're done, they're done. So they're not going to make this. They're not going to make this set with these cars or this chassis cars again. They're not just not going to do it. So this was a good get in my book as far as the collector goes. And then, like everybody mentioned in there, the cars themselves are just worth a small fortune. So it's a good one. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Just super glue? Is that what you did, or did you use some plastic, what they call the plastic melt? Stick these back in the case real quick. Sorry about that. Like you guys know, those cars are pretty pricey, and the last thing I want to do is knock one off by accident and oopsie it. Yeah, that's like when people glue on the. I'll use one that someone hadn't purchased since those are sold cars. It's like when people try to reglue the wings on. The very first time you crash, it just pops right back off. It's like it's just done. It's sad too. How many of you guys out there have one of these? You guys already have these in your collection? Like I said, I got both these cars brand new in the package and the brand new track cheaper than what I would have paid for that track back in the day. So, memory serves me correct. I think I saw old ads for it for like $180. I didn't pay that. The red one. See, these are good looking cars, and I really want to double them up and have a little IROC series of all these. The red, white, blue, and the yellow. You know what I'm saying? I think these are just good looking cars. The Auto World Pearl one doesn't count. If you like racing, Gale Force, you need to get you one of these GT40 bodies. And honestly, you don't need to go with the Mark IV. You need to go with the smaller version, the original OG GT40, because the bodies are lighter and they're not as long. So it's all about weight. Tyco Fast. Yes. No, see, I'm all about the Tycos, man. I love them. That's what I love about Hardin Creek's um, chassis is, he's got the Tyco clip, so you can run Tyco bodies on his chassis. That's, that's badass. Blow up your. Yeah, I can remember the 4th of July destroying several model cars that I had built, saying, "Oh my God, it's been a crash and he's on fire," and then lighting, yeah. And then seeing what some of those old model kits go for nowadays, you're like, oh, and I blew them up. Five of the Auto World, yeah. See, I like the Auto Worlds. They just clip in using, you know, the standard AFX clip on a Viper, so that makes them really easy to modify. That's how those Mustangs right there are. The Revenge of the Firecracker. That's what I call that. Yep, all short wheelbase. Yep. Oh yeah. No, guys, if you can't tell, a lot of my collection is geared towards racing because I race personally, and I just like racing. I mean, I didn't want to watch it. All I could do is hear it because I was in here, but there was snowmobile racing going on in there today, and I kept hearing them, what sounded like motorcycles, and finally I had to go in there and look, and that's what it was, snowmobile racing. Uh-oh, is my sound blinking out again? Sound is on. Okay, cool. Good. Okay, we're good. Cool. Thank you guys for confirming. Like I said, I've got my TV muted so it doesn't do the echoey stuff whenever it's in the background. So I couldn't tell you if I can hear myself or not, because I'm trying to see. Dave, I'm sorry if you answered and I didn't catch it, but I was just curious on why you still don't have this track anymore, or if you just sold it or got rid of it, or you still have it. Because like I said, this one's a good one to have, my friend, if you're an AFX collector. And that's what's funny is they show them with the new Mega G Plus chassis. See that? But it came with the Mega G's in the case in the cars. So this spent summer I was about to turn 15 Nashville looking at the nephews. Oh, Jag Hobbies does? Cool. Took the summer to get through that. See, okay, so everybody sees when 4th of July comes rolling around, we all see the buy one get one free and all that stuff like that. But I can remember when I was a kid where you used to buy one gross of bottle rockets and get 2 or 3 free, and we used to stupidly have bottle rocket fights all summer long, from spending $10 and buying nothing but bottle rockets because the buy one get 2 or 3 free. and melted some track. You took my little mantra all the way to the extreme, because I always say light some sparks and melt some plastic. So I was meant, with sparks and not lighter fluid, but hey, I can appreciate the extra effort. That's awesome, Jim. Rick, I'm sorry, yeah. Roman candle fights, yeah, no, dude, no. Yeah, I can't believe all the stupid shit that we used to do and no one ended up losing an eye. I'm serious. I mean, literally like 20, 30 feet apart shooting bottle rockets and Roman candles at each other. Are you kidding me? Woo, we're having fun now. Yeah, it's all good till somebody loses an eye. Yeah, we were 11. Yeah. Well, the sad part is that we even did that one year at a 4th of July party in my 20s. I went to there. Someone broke them out, and next thing you know, one person got offended because it got too close to them, and they weren't even getting shot at. Next thing you know, it just broke out into everybody a free for all, and everybody shooting Roman candles and bottle rockets at each other, just like we were when we were little kids. And like I said, once again, miracle, no one lost an eye or went to the hospital. Just shows you how good a aim we were. Other world battle damage. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, see, that's kind of like some of the theory behind some of my modifying of my old slot cars and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I'm going to make it look this way for that reason or this way. Yeah, so yeah, we all creative. Oh yeah, the lawn darts. Yeah, and then always someone's sitting at the other side, waiting. Oh, you're too far left. Oh, you can't do it. Shaking and waving. Once again, a miracle. No one ended up with a lawn dart in the foot or in the chest or even worse, the eye. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Be careful, Ralphie. Oh my God. Oh, guys, I guess we grew up in a time when our parents figured, well, if they do it, they did it to themselves. And nowadays, it just seems like everybody does everything they can to make sure that nobody gets hurt and nobody has their feelings hurt, or I don't know. I just couldn't be a kid nowadays. I really couldn't, because some of the best fun I had would have been outlawed or got my parents arrested if it was to happen nowadays, like the lawn darts or the bottle rocket and Roman candle fights out in the front yard. I mean, come on. You see that nowadays, it'd be on some YouTube video or on Instagram or something, and then the cops would be arresting everybody. So yeah. Yeah, we should be dead. Yeah, no. Yeah. Like I said, I think that's part of the problem with the world. Just I'm gonna get on my pulpit for a second. We're too PC. Sometimes you just gotta just let a spade be a spade. You know what I'm saying? Just let it be what it is. Just throwing that out there. And I'm off my pulpit. Done. Yeah, everything's a liability. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. You can't do anything without saying at your own risk, and I assume no responsibility for anything that happens to you. I mean, it gets to be anymore to where if you have somebody come over to your house, you better have some damn good homeowners insurance, because if they have a friend that's an attorney and they hurt themselves at your house, next thing you know, you're going to get sued. It's insane nowadays. Oh my, yeah, no, everyone's like, I wish I was young again, and that's true, but I want to go back to being young at the time that I was young. I don't want to be young now. In fact, that's funny. The guy that my friend Tate that was helping me, by the way, Tate, if you're watching, thank you again. Um, when we were doing this, we were talking about last night. I said, I'd like to be young again, but there's no way I could be a kid today with all the Facebook and Instagram and I mean, yeah. Uh, it's just a total different world for kids now. They got different pressures than we never had, and I'm not jealous of that at all. But I would definitely go back into the 70s and the 80s and uh, go back to playing Pong and Atari and gladly give up my Xbox, for that simplistic, carefree life of worried about what slot car or Hot Wheel that Santa was going to get me for my birthday or Christmas or whatever. Just saying, yeah, yeah, the good old days. Yeah, somebody did. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is the way I look at that is a God's way of thinning the herd, kind of like in nature, only the fit survive. If you have to put a warning label on a hair dryer to keep somebody from using it in the shower with running water, then I'm just saying maybe you just let nature take its course. Maybe they get the shit shocked out of them. Maybe they don't make it. But either way, they're going to learn a lesson. They don't need to be warned about it. That's common sense. And yeah. See, exactly, Gale Force. Uh, that's what that kind of brings me back to talking about like we did in the last live feed with only having the cars that were available at your local store or area because there was no internet. So you were at the mercy of whatever the store carried. You know what I'm saying? So, or the hobby shop. So you may have seen cars in books and catalogs and stuff like that, but you may never got to see them in real life just because, like I said, it was just a different time. Preach on, yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, no. I've been known to get on my pulpit a few times. If someone says I'm not opinionated, they don't know me very well. Do not eat nuclear waste warning. Really. Once again, I would think that would just be one of those things where you just let nature take its course. I'm just saying. If you really have to put a warning label on somebody and tell them not to eat nuclear waste, is that really something that you want to populate the rest of the earth with? I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, I, I'm just saying maybe the end of that bloodline wouldn't be such a bad thing. The deadpan. Yeah, literally deadpan. uh, yeah, natural stupidity. You know why everybody's worried about robots being our slaves? All you got to do is look at how our governments ran, and then that makes perfect sense. Tastes like chicken. That's awesome. Uh, uh, okay, Dave, I haven't even had dinner yet tonight, so if you don't mind, let me call you tomorrow morning, buddy, if you don't mind, because as soon as we get done here tonight, I got to get me some grub in the old tum tum, and so I'll definitely give you a call tomorrow morning though, around 10 o'clock my time. So I'm not sure what time that'll be your time because I got to get out to my parents' house and start the Memorial Day mowing. And thank you again for joining tonight and your purchases, my friend. Appreciate it. Got to do the same. Yeah, see, I feel you. It's funny. I get all excited. Like today, I was just excited as all get out. Actually, believe it or not, even though I was kind of pissed off not being able to find some of the cords and remotes and shit like that, still just opening up boxes and going, "Oh, I forgot all about having that." I have found some stuff that I literally, guys. It's been 7 months since I've seen this stuff since I packed it away. So when I open a box and I see some stuff, there's some things I literally had just bought right before I was packing to move, and I forgot I'd even bought them. And kind of like the cars, but it's not just cars. I've also found some of the stuff for the diorama for the track, like buildings and stuff like that, that I totally forgot about buying. Yeah, so yeah, I got a lot of really cool stuff to show once I get a little better organized, and I can open up a box and take out some stuff without making a bigger mess than what I've already got going on. All right, Adam, congratulations, man. Is that what's going on with my phone? I heard it go off. Hey, so Adam just sent me this. uh, that's funny. Good stuff. Thank you, man. Mark, thank you for showing up. Thank you again for getting me that book, man. I appreciate it. Have yourself a good night. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. You and the family be safe. Have a good holiday. Hey, believe in yourself. Have yourself a good holiday, you and your family as well. Thank you again for joining in and participating. I appreciate it. Have a good night, buddy. Oh, wow. Well, all I can say is in advance is I'm sorry. 100, 110-inch screen. I don't know that I'd want to see me. I'd look at myself in the mirror. I wouldn't want to see myself that big. That's funny. That ought to be awesome to get a surround sound hooked up and kill the lights and put on a any kind of good movie. That'd be like sitting in the theater. Hey Ed, thank you for joining in, buddy. You have yourself a good weekend and enjoy the holiday. You and the family be safe. All right, that's awesome. Hey, Ryburn. No, no, no. I certainly understand the dinner thing. Thank you again for joining in. I'll shoot you guys out. Everybody that purchased cars, I'll shoot out emails and stuff tomorrow and get caught up. Probably after I get back from my parents and doing the mowing thing. We're in no big hurry. It's the holiday. And I'll get those cars shipped out just as soon as possible. So thank you, Ryburn, for showing up, and thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Appreciate your support and your friendship. Yeah. Like I said, I tell all my friends, they go, "What are you doing this weekend?" I go, "Well, Saturday night I'm hanging out with my slot car friends. Come on by if you want." And like my buddy Tate was saying last night when he came over, he goes, "Yeah," he goes, "It's gonna be kind of cool. You get your tracker in, and we'll actually be doing some racing at Scott's House of Racing." But like, yeah, that'll be nice. I can't wait. Definitely can't wait. Mike, are you still on here? If you are, I just want to let you know I still have your 300ZX, buddy. I didn't. It's still sitting there. So whenever you're ready, you just let me know. No hurry. Just let me know. I didn't. It's in good protective custody. So has anybody got any big plans for any slot car races this weekend? Anybody getting some guys together and doing some races or doing some club racing or anything like that? Light some sparks and melt some plastic, Ryburn. Have a good night, buddy. Hey, Adam, guess what I found? Oh, cool, Rick. That's awesome. I see. I love hearing about people passing down the hobby to a younger generation. Keep it going. So I love about watching, Steve with Patriot Hobbies, or Steve with Stockpile Hobbies, and Patriot Hobbies, Matt, passing it down to their kids, man. And Adam passing it down to his kids. That's what it's all about. So yeah, that's why I was sharing it. This is what goes on the front door of what I call the man cave. And Adam was asking me last time if I was putting it up on the door, and I told him I hadn't even found it yet. Well, I found it today. So yeah, it's going on the door. Oh, that'd be awesome, Jeff. See, that's what's crazy is every time I'm driving around town and I look at, I see office space for rent in some little strip mall or something like that, it always crosses the back of my mind of how much would it cost to rent that thing for a month and pay the utility bill, and is it big enough to put up, enough tracks to where it could help sustain and pay for itself. It's crazy how your mind gets going when people like Mark Slot Car Garage, he's putting up his Viper track, and you want one of those, and like I'd like to have a Brad Bowman track, and I'd like to have one of my my AFX track, and then I'd like to have a Tyco track. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jesus, I'd have to have a warehouse for all the different tracks that I want. But I've always thought about one of the things I have thought about is getting a couple of those banquet tables, and I've got a 10 by 20 canopy and setting up a, drag strip at the drag strip, and charging $5 for 5 races. Yeah, see, there you go at a raceway. Yeah, and I figured try to hook the kids and get them started early. That's where I'd have to invest in a couple of you know, drag strip sets and some extra cars to have there to sell in case someone said, hey, we want to buy one of these. I got that off of a vendor off of eBay, and he hasn't made them in a while, but it was like in waves. He did it in waves. There'd be like 20 available, then it'd disappear for a while, then he came back and there'd be more. So next time they're on eBay, I'll reiterate it and let you know, because I've had several comments on that. That's a kick-ass sign. Just to show it again. Uh, there we go. And then he had two versions. This was the big version, which is basically like a sheet of paper, and then he had one that was smaller, but I wanted it for my door. So, but when I'm on eBay all the time, and Etsy and other places and Amazon, so whenever if he's putting them out again, I'll let you know. Oh, what is it? Obituary MX. What funny car did you open up? Which one did you get? We're all about sharing here, man. You want to cry when your favorite car flies off the track at full speed? Yes. See, and there's the thing that I was having to think about doing that for random, people at the racetrack that paid $5 to race the car 5 times, is how you going to keep people from destroying your cars. And I was like, aha, that's where I put in that dead piece of track. So I've got plenty of runoff, and then make sure what I saw somebody do is they put a box and they put a pillow down, and I put a box over it. So when the cars ran in, they, even if they hit the pillow, they couldn't fly up out of the box. The peak one. Oh, okay. So you got you a John Force. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My I've got all the 4 gear individual. I don't have all the set uh, 4 gear cars that are like funny cars or tractor trailers or dragsters or stuff, because they did a lot of exclusive stuff like that. but all the individual ones that they sold, I've got every single one of those cars. That's the newer versions. Now the older nostalgia funny cars, those are going for some insane prices, and I've got a few of them, but I don't have all of them. Yeah, that Pequod's a good looking car too. And then Dave that was on here earlier, he sent a. I think it is the Pequod the one that you have? Is it the American flag version? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Because Dave sent me this body right here to build a chassis as a giveaway. Is this your peak version that you have, or do you have the all white one? This one? Yeah, this is a good looking car. I like this. In fact, Dave bought one of these from me and then sent me this one because it had some damages on it compared to the new one he bought from me. Yeah, this is a good looking body, man. Can't beat these Auto World bodies. Love them. Dan at Slot Valley Racing is really hip on them too. Good looking cars. Yeah, he sent me that, and we're gonna put some rims on one, and yeah. But first, we got to do the giveaway stuff, and that's the next project. Speaking of which, I almost forgot about that. This is just one of the boxes or containers that I have of just parts. I've got 3 more of these that have parts. I have individual ones for Tyco and AFX and hopped up chassis and shit like that. So now that I found all my parts, hopefully here next week I can start the video hop ups on the giveaway cars. So much stuff to do and so little time to do it all. Yeah, mainline. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. See, yeah, Jeff. Yeah, that's the thing. There is it's always time, money, and opportunity. Easiest way of looking at it. Hey, mainline. No, thank you for joining in, man. I appreciate it, and you and your family enjoy your holiday. And thank you again for your service, man. Rick, I get most of my Hot Wheels, these display cases, I usually get them. The cheapest I usually get them is off Amazon when they're in stock. And that's why I mentioned, in case you didn't catch it earlier, Mattel is expecting a new shipment of these. It should have already been here. So any day. And then the prices usually are anywhere from 40 to 50 bucks. And right now, since they're sold out and such high demand, they're going for like $90 plus, which is ridiculous, in my opinion. Ooh, the Rat Pack car. That's a good looking car, man. Yeah, I'm not going to open these up until I get my track running. I don't want to have to worry about them getting broke, but these will be a couple of runners for sure. Hey, man, no problem. No, in fact, it's ironic that we're talking about that because last night I was telling my buddy Tate again. He goes because he saw the cars that have sitting outside the case still, and I told him I was like, as soon as those cases come out, I said I'm buying 4 more. He goes, but you don't have enough, that many cars. I'm like, well, I'm planning ahead because I don't want to get stuck in the position where I am now, where I need a case but since they're in high demand and low supply, the prices have doubled. And I don't want to get screwed over like that again. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy 4 of them because I know I can fill 1.5 of them already up, and then I have 2 of them set back for later. And here's a tip to anybody that is considering buying one of these: is they come with an exclusive Hot Wheel. And if you're not a Hot Wheel collector, sell it on eBay. The minimum you'll get for that Hot Wheel is $20. Most times you'll get anywhere from 30 to 35. But if you're just wanting to dump it to get rid of it, guarantee you will sell that car no matter what car it is, because it's exclusive only to these display cases, and you can get 20 of your dollars back. Oh, nice. That's a good mistake to have. Yeah, they hold 48, Rick. Yes, sir. You got yours from Amazon. 350 cars. Yeah, see, I've seen those mainline, but I'm trying to stay with what I already have so it doesn't look like a hodgepodge. So I got 2 of the bigger cases, 2 of the smaller real wooden cases, and then these are the, yeah. If I was, I'm just trying to keep it all similar, because I saw one of those and I thought about getting, because it takes up a big old section. I was like, oh, that'd be great. And I was like, man, it's just like a fish out of water with the rest of the stuff. Oh, you made it yourself. Oh, okay. That's even better. Yeah, I saw one on Amazon whenever I was checking to see if the Hot Wheels display cases came in yet, and there was a place that was selling them that could join together, and then they could actually personalize them with whatever engraving you wanted on the inside of the boxes. I thought that was pretty cool. But then after you got the personalized engraving and you got one to hold like 90 some odd cars, then it was right around $100. Is like, if you look at each, I've got 12 cases, and if you figure at $50 a case, that's $600. So I got $600 in stupid Hot Wheels cases. Yeah, that's what those things are perfect for. I got this one at Menards. I think I paid like 10 or $12 for it. And it's meant for automotive, but it works perfect for. I mean, I've got it wrapped up now, just so whenever I was moving, none of the stuff falls out. But yeah, I think, yeah, this is the Tyco one. Yeah, I can see all the brand new Bear chassis down there. Yeah, it's amazing how much money you just start. If you get into this hobby and for any length of time, you start buying tires, and the next thing you know, you're buying hop up parts, and yeah, it just snowballs, literally snowballs. I shudder to think. I mean, yeah, I just shudder to think. Little things like the display cases. Who thinks about that when you're buying your cars? Just things add up. And I don't recommend people using those Hot Wheel cases for their cars unless you just don't care about them being damaged, because those things don't protect your cars at all. I see people sling those things all the time, and then they wonder why their cars are broke. These things are getting to be too expensive to treat like that. If you're going to race them, they're going to get broke. But if you're collecting them to keep them nice looking, to show off and show people when they come over and stuff like that, then yeah, then you're going to want to protect them in some way, shape, or form. Because dropping one on the floor could be the kiss of death and be the last time it looked good. All right, we're up to 21 people. Thank you, everybody, for showing up tonight. Hope everyone's having a good holiday weekend on their Saturday night. If you're just now tuning in, this was the Look What Scott's Got video that didn't get made. I just decided to do it live tonight on the stream. We determined after looking at the instruction, because this is a brand new open box. It's been opened before, but it's a brand new set. 2015 is when this thing came out. And it came with no cars, but I had the cars brand new, ironically, in their bubble wrap. But the set did come with these two brand new packaged cars. And all in all, I paid less than what you would have paid for that track set brand new in 2015. So not a bad purchase. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's why I was talking about doing that shelf to show off a lot of the track sets instead of stacking them up underneath the table like I'd originally planned. Because if they're stacked up underneath the table, nobody's going to know they're there. And you're never going to dig them out to show anybody. You're just going to point down there and go, look, there's all my track sets. And there's a lot of cool artwork on there. So on a lot of these, especially the older ones, in my opinion, like we were talking about with the Tyco Pros and stuff like that. So yeah, that's going to be cool to just sit on a shelf and be my own, like a museum of artwork, except it'll be box art for slot car tracks. And it's like that. If you watch that, look what Scott's got Auto World Edition, when I got that limited edition Auto World Snake and Mongoose bus drag set, that's sealed. And I don't want to open it. I have no intentions of ever opening it. It's brand new, and that's the way it was going to stay. So the only way someone was going to see those cars is if I displayed that whole track set, because I'd have no intentions of opening that track set. So that's what made me come up with the idea of getting one of those prefabbed bookshelves at Menards, and then putting different track sets up there to show off. Because like I said, in fact, if I was to put all my track sets underneath my tables right now, there would be no room left underneath my tables. So I've got to do something else with them. And like I said, whenever I get a little more organized in here, I can start doing little quick videos or live feeds or whatever, and show off each individual track sets and all the different ones that I have. And just like I did tonight, I can show if they're sealed and I've got the cars and I can show them off, or if they're not sealed and I've already pulled out the cars and I can pull them off the shelf and show the cars that come with the sets. Because there's a lot of cars that come out, and they only come out in the track sets, and so unless you buy the track set or you pay extra online, like on eBay, like those that horsepower shootout as an example, that Ford Mustang GT500, if you're trying to buy it individually right now, is like 140, 150 bucks, and the Camaro is $99. The track set's 220. So why wouldn't you just buy the whole damn track set if that's the cheapest you can buy those two cars? That's insane. But I get it if you only wanted the Camaro or you only wanted the Mustang and you didn't want the track set. But honestly, that's crazy money. Yeah, that's the reason why I buy as many of those AFX sets as I can, because those set cars, look at this one. This one's only what, 8 years old? And how much are those two cars going for now? This is the perfect example. 8 years old, and now the cars go for more than the whole track set cost. So crazy. Oh, shipped into I, there's a lot of that stuff I have to live without. There's a lot of stuff I have to live without. Trust me. If I was a millionaire, I'd have to make sure, if I won the lotto, I'd have to make sure and put a cap on myself on how much money I was going to spend on slot cars every month, because I would go crazy. And then be one of those lotto to poorhouse stories that you see about, he won the lotto and in 6 months he was broke and homeless. What happened to all your money? Bought a bunch of slot cars. Well, guys, we're getting to the 10 o'clock mark, which puts us right at the 3 hour mark. If you've been here the whole time, thank you. You know as well as I do that I haven't eaten yet, and a lot of people have already bounced off of here because they haven't eaten dinner yet, and it's 10 o'clock my time here Central. So I am going to bounce off of here. But before I do, thank you to everybody that has subscribed. All last time I looked, it was 508 of you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Look for the first hop up video giveaway sometime this week. That's all. I can't put a date on it exactly, but it will be sometime this week. And once again, we're going to do an auction next Saturday night. So there will be an auction video that I'm going to put out on Wednesday of this week, this coming week. But besides all of that, I want to wish everybody a very safe holiday weekend. Please don't forget to remember family and friends and just anybody that's in the service that you know of. You need to just call them up and tell them thank you, because without them, you know, putting their lives and their sacrifice, then we wouldn't enjoy the freedoms that we have. So thank you to all of our servicemen and veterans, and especially the ones that paid the ultimate cost for my freedom so that I can enjoy this hobby with all my friends. So don't forget, I'm going out tomorrow to hang wreaths on stones, and if you do that, best wishes to you and your family when you have to do that, because it's kind of a happy, sad time having to do something like that. But you got to pay your respects in my book. So to everybody that's going out and doing that, be safe, take care, enjoy your 3-day weekend if you're fortunate enough to get one. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. And if you've made it all the way through the end of the video, once again, if you haven't subscribed, just like everybody else is saying in their channels, why not now? Just go ahead and hit that like button. Do the old LSS, like, share, and subscribe. And then that way you're always going to be notified of the giveaway videos, the next auction videos, some of the new car videos on the display cases and stuff like that. So get in the loop, have some fun with us here. We have a good time. Even if you don't buy anything on auction night, we still have a good time chatting. And as always, thank you to everybody that did participate. If you didn't get a chance to join live, tomorrow you will be able to see the cars that are still available for sale. You can reach out to me at scottdanielmo@gmail.com. You can still participate in the video by commenting on the video below. I answer all the comments, usually within 72 hours. So you can still feel like you're part of the community, even if you didn't get to join in live. So without further ado, I'm going to let everybody get off here, start off their rest of their Saturday night. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you from the bottom of my heart once again, everybody. Get out there, light some sparks and melt some plastic. Look for the new videos to drop out this next week. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.